Welcome to this interview. My first question, please tell us about yourself. What are your interests and hobbies? My name is Besong Interview. I have 13 years of experience. I am a professional teacher. I have taught in Cameroon for 7 years, English and physical education. For the past 6 years, I've been teaching English for communication to Thai students as a second language and also physical education. I am a graduate from the University of Oya with a bachelor's in education in curriculum studies and teaching. Also, I have master's degree in curriculum studies and teaching. I am a motivated person, enthusiastic, loyal, flexible, committed, duty conscious, and above all, I am a guy who does his task quite ahead of time. My hobbies and interests are reading, writing, listening to motivational speakers, and also doing marathons. Question 2. Are you involved in any extracurricular activities that you could coach or supervise? Yes, as a PE teacher, I have my extracurricular activities that I do, which is marathon. During marathon, I coach my students who follow me and love to do marathons. I am their coach who supervise their exercises, especially when they follow me during my own personal exercises. Question 3. Why did you decide to become a teacher for the subject for which you are applying? I decided to become a teacher because my father was my role model. My father, as a trained teacher, he motivated and empowered me to become a teacher. Becoming a teacher is to help, teach, and educate other people to become good persons in the society tomorrow. Question 4. Are you currently employed as a teacher? Yes. I teach in Nongwa School, Nakhon Sawan Province, Thailand. I teach English to Thai students as a second language, and I teach grade 7 and grade 10. Question 5. How many hours per day do you teach and how many days per week? I teach averagely 9 hours per day and per week averagely 50 hours. Question 7. Question 6. Describe your teaching experience. What subjects have you taught and at what grade levels? My teaching experience as a professional teacher for 13 years has been great because I have taught in 2 different countries. First 7 years in Cameroon, where I teach students English and physical education, and secondly, teaching in Thailand, in another country with different cultures, English as a second language and physical education. My experience has been so good because there are different cultures where I have taught and easily adaptable within the society, especially in a foreign land like Thailand. So my experience has been great and it has made me to improve on my career. Question 7. Describe other work experience you have had beside teaching. I have been a volunteer to community development. I volunteer during disasters within the community like floods, fire disasters, and also during anything that they need my services. Question 8. Have you ever worked in the United States? If so, when, where, and why? The answer is no, I haven't worked in the United States. Question 9. What do you hope to be doing professionally 5 years from now? 5 years from now, I hope to have professional advancement and improve on my career and have a good future? Question 10. If I were to talk to several of your colleagues, how would they describe your personality? My colleagues will describe me as a guy who is motivated, a guy who is a team player, a guy who is devoted to his duties, a guy who finishes his tasks ahead of time, a guy who is neat, who is jovial, a guy who is always smiling, lovely, and also a guy who is very, very quick to adapt in any place. Question 11. How would your students say about you? My students will say, teacher is lovely, teacher is funny, teacher is always smiling, teacher always helps students, teacher always play with students, teacher is a great man, teacher is a good teacher. Question 12. How do you prepare to teach your students? To prepare to teach my students, I welcome them into the classroom. We have a warm-up together. Then I play jokes with them, followed by simple questions about their welfare, what they have been doing before coming to school or during the school period. And then I engage them into the lessons. Question 13. What would your lesson plans include? My lesson plans would include titles, the name of the class, the standards of the lesson plan, the plan itself, assessment, homework, technology, writing, reading, and also my name as a teacher will be included into the lesson plan. 14. Think about a class that you have taught recently. Talk about 2 of the teaching strategies or methods that you used. The methods that I used to teach my students is that I engaged the students into a general classroom discussion where each and everyone will participate about the subject or the topic I am teaching them on that day. Secondly, I do classroom demonstration on what I am teaching the students so that they will understand perfectly well what I am teaching them. Question 15. What methods do you use to grade or evaluate your students' progress? To evaluating my students, I do documentation. 1, I record all assessments that I give to my students. 2, I do one-on-one evaluation with my students. Is individual, one-on-one. Thirdly, I assess their homework. Fourthly, I give them midterm exams or tests. Then I evaluate them on their behavior, and also I evaluate them on a final test, final exams. 16. If you use technology in your teaching, describe how you use it specifically. Discuss your experience using a smart board and ways you incorporate it into your lessons. Yes, I use technology in teaching my students. I use PowerPoint to teach my students. I prepare my lesson plans on my laptop, and when I come to class, I project them to the students for easy viewing. As for the use of smart boards, using smart boards is easy for teaching and fun. Using smart boards, it engages the student to participate in the classroom activities. Using smart boards, it makes you to get into the websites to use any material that you want to use for that particular topic of the day. either crossword, pictures, or whatever you want to use. Also, it engages you to save your material that you have used to be taught on another day. The next question is, if you have students who are noisy or non-attentive, share with us 2 ways you get them to be quiet and concentrate. For the students who are noisy and non-attentive, I usually make them to understand that it is not good to be noisy in class. But if you are noisy, at first I change your sitting position. I either put you where you don't like somebody, or I put you on the teacher's seat. Secondly, at times I tell them, if you continue to make noise, I'm going to call the discipline master, whom they are very much afraid of, and everywhere will be dead silence. Next question, describe the most difficult problem you have had to deal with as a teacher, and how did you solve this problem? The most difficult problem I have had to deal with as a teacher was when I was informed on a short notice to train a student for a competition, which is very, very difficult for Thai students whose language is not English, but English as a second language. Now, meeting my Thai colleagues, I brought new ideas. We had conflicting ideas, all of us together. Now I have to go on to extra research and time to make sure that I make that student to be a winner. After doing the research, I spent all my time to train that student so hard. And at the end of it, the student became a champion after the competition. And all of us were very happy because the results were good. The next question, question 20. Give one example to show that you are a flexible person and that you can make changes to your teaching and methods if that is necessary. As a teacher, one is not supposed to be static. You need to be flexible to fit at all times, in all situations. To be flexible, at times I don't teach my students the topic I have prepared for them for that day. At times I change to teach them what is making news around the society or around the world, so that the students too will be abreast with what is happening within their society or within the country or within the world. Question 21. Is there anything you would like to add about your qualification that you may not be aware of? We may not be aware of. Yes, I had Thai culture course at Budapest University where I was rewarded a Thai culture professional certificate by the Teachers Council of Thailand. Thereafter, I was awarded a professional Thai teacher's license to enable me to teach more in Thailand. Question 22. Have you spoken to your family about going to the United States to teach? Is there anything such a family member that might object to your leaving home? Are you aware that your family members may not join you here until approximately 4 to 6 weeks after your arrival? Yes, I have discussed it with my wife, and she is supporting me for the new challenges that are coming ahead of me in my career. So she knows very well what is going on, and she's very happy supporting me fully. Do you understand and accept that thesis is a 3 years program, and after 3 years you must return to your home country? Do you agree to this? Yes, I do agree, because I have read about thesis and I know their rules and regulations about the contracts. So I will be very happy to be with you for that period of time of 3 years. Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.